What's up everyone? We are literally just 2 days out from the Season 8 premiere at the launch of this video, and all of these fan theories that have been discussed over the past 20 months will finally start taking shape. For my final theory before the Season 8 premiere, I'd like to talk about why Daenerys Targaryen will hold the Iron Throne at the end of the show. For this to work, we have to first talk about the elephant in the room, which is Jon Snow being the rightful heir. No doubt about it, she cannot hold the throne if he survives the war and he accepts the role. I believe that Jon will survive the battle against the army of the dead, but I do not think that he will accept being the king. There are a few reasons for this, and I'll start off with the most obvious one. Back in Season 5, we saw the election for the new commander of the Night's Watch to replace Jeor Mormont. Jon was more than content with the election for the new Lord Commander just riding out between Sir Alliser Thorne and Denys Mallister. However, before the voting even began, Sam nominated Jon Snow much to his anguish. You can tell that Jon knew what Sam was doing before he even mentioned Jon during the speech, and he was clearly not happy about it.
If there's no one else, we will begin the voting. The triangular tokens count for Sir Alliser Thorne. The square tokens for Sir Denys Mallister. Each
Mr. Raymond.
Samuel Tarly, go on.
Once Jon won the election and became the 998th Lord Commander of Castle Black, he started making his first significant commands with the Brothers of the Night's Watch. Janos Slynt defied Jon's orders to restore Greyguard, which is a ruined castle on the wall.
I was charged with the defense of King's Landing when you were soiling your swaddling clothes. Keep your room.
You mistake me, my lord. That was a command, not an offer. Pack your arms and armor, say your farewells, and ride for Greyguard.
I will not go meekly off to freeze and die. Give it to one of the fools who cast a stone for you. I will not have it. Did you hear me, boy? I will not have it!
Are you refusing to obey my order?
You can stick your order up your bastard ass.
To make an example out of Janos, Jon had him taken outside and beheaded him. Janos begged for mercy, and he appeared to get through to Jon for a moment, but Jon knew there was no way he could let this slide. He did exactly what Ned would do, and carried out the sentence. He had a successful first day with real power in the fact that he set the tone that he would not tolerate that kind of behavior. This was when we as an audience started to see that Jon is a good leader and he is wise, but also firm because let's face it, Janos deserved to die, and he had to die for testing the new Lord Commander in the first day that way. Later on, we see that Jon is debating on saving the wildlings. He confides in Maester Aemon, and he knows that this will be an unpopular choice even though he feels that it is the right choice. Fast forward to the end of Season 5, Jon brings the wildlings to the south side of the wall after the massacre at Hardhome. Although it was truly the right choice considering all circumstances, Jon was murdered by his own men for doing this. After his resurrection, he abandons his post as Lord Commander. His first stint with power ended in the worst possible scenario with mutiny and murder. He appeared to not even think twice about leaving. At the end of Season 6, after the Battle of the Bastards, Jon was chosen as the new king in the north. He was obviously caught off guard once again. After being chosen, he states that he did not ask for this.
You all crowned me your king. I never wanted it. I never asked for it.
This is now twice where Jon was given real power and did not want it. Just like him being Lord Commander, Jon was almost instantly greeted with conflict with his new subjects regarding meeting Daenerys Targaryen on Dragonstone.
We called your brother king.
And then he rode south and lost his kingdom.
Winter is here, Your Grace. We need the king in the north in the north.
The events of Season 7 played out to the point where Jon swore fealty to Daenerys, and he bent the knee. Although the northern leaders have already professed their disdain towards the Targaryens and the Lannisters, Jon has significant faith in believing that everyone will accept Daenerys for who she is.
I must agree with Lady Sansa. I remember the Mad King all too well. A Targaryen cannot be trusted, nor can a Lannister.
We do not yet know how Season 8 will play out, but it's possible that he will receive nothing but negative responses for his decision. I hope that the impending war with the Army of the Dead will prevent any betrayals, but this is Game of Thrones, so you never know. The point of all this is that although Jon continues to do what he thinks is right, his decisions are constantly met with dramatic criticism that one time even led to his death. Okay, so let's assume that Jon and Daenerys win the battle for Winterfell and defeat Queen Cersei right after that, as this is the most likely scenario. Jon will definitely know his lineage by then, but I truly do not think that he will accept it. He has never wanted that kind of power in the past, and I definitely don't see that changing for the biggest role in Westeros. I think that Jon Snow will gladly yield the throne to Daenerys so that she can be the true ruler. If they stay together regardless of their relation and wed, he would make a great advisor for Daenerys and also a great personal protector. If they do not stay together due to their relation, he could become Warden of the North as Daenerys already promised, or a Master at Arms at Winterfell. But either way, he would likely gravitate towards a mostly combat role due to his high skill. It's also difficult to say how Daenerys will handle all of this. She may lose all motivation for the throne after discovering who Jon Snow truly is, but I'm betting that she will still want to be the Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. She has wanted this for many, many years, and I don't see that changing either. By the end of Season 8, I believe that we will see Daenerys Targaryen sitting on the throne with Jon Snow still being alive. He will yield the throne, and Daenerys will finally get what she's been working towards for much of her life. And of course, hopefully with both of her dragons remaining by her side. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm pretty much counting down the minutes to Season 8 with all of you. Keep an eye out for my videos throughout the season, and please be sure to like and subscribe.